Hey, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to another video, man. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about Team Builder. So as I said in the last video, I decided to create 3 NBA teams, but I wanted to bring them to College Football 25, trying to match the exact jerseys and try to bring out the logo of these NBA teams as expressive as I could as a collegiate team on College Football 25 using Team Builder, man. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit that bell so you don't miss any videos. Hit that subscribe button because it's free and it helps the channel, and drop a like, man. All right, so in today's video, I'm gonna explain to you guys the things that I use. Unfortunately, I have not figured out how to screen record on my laptop just yet, but I will try my best to just simplify and break down exactly what I do in order to make these teams that I made. So the biggest thing that I use is an app on my phone called PixArt. It should be for Android and Apple. I have an Android phone, but this is the app that I use. It is free to download. It has everything that I need. A lot of cool features like cutout features, color options, FX options allowing you to put certain filters on your phone, color replace, all kind of things, man. It also has AI features as well. This app gives me everything I need to make all kind of logos for my team builder teams and even for my thumbnails that I make here on the channel. So with this app, one of the main features that you want to use is a premium feature. So if you guys willing to pay, this feature helps a lot. It is called the remove background feature. So that's the biggest feature. So when I get my images for these teams from Google or whatever internet you use, sometimes it's better to download a PNG file so the background won't be on the images. But if you have to find an image that has a background because you really like that image, download that image, take it to PixArt. The thing that I do is right here. I go to the app, I click right here, and I select this tab that says add photos. I put the photo here, and all you have to do is click this photo, remove background. 9 times out of 10, it's a perfect erase of the background. Sometimes you got to tweak it here and there depending on how crazy the background is of the image. But this helps a lot for people like, you know, if you can't think of an image on your own, just want to make the image from scratch, then you just want to take an idea from the internet. This helps a lot with getting a clean, crisp image. So this app has everything that I need. So that's pretty much the basis of what I did. I took logos, saved them as PNG files, and the biggest thing that I do is right here. Whenever I save these images, I always make the file size smaller because this is the maximum file size that they say that you want to keep these images on the team builder. But what I've learned is sometimes you'll keep it under that size and they'll still give you a problem. So I'm gonna show you a little something to avoid that. Now, the thing that I do to avoid having any issues with uploading images on Team Builder whenever you're trying to upload a logo, I save the logo here on PixArt as a PNG file, and I always try to make it somewhere under 325. Somewhere under 325 is where you want to keep it. As you can see right here what the kilobyte size is, it's under the kilobyte size that they want you to have for the maximum PNG files. So I do that. Once I save it to my phone, if you go right here in your gallery, you can press this right here, and where it says resize, you see these percentages right here, right? Now, like I said, I don't know if this works for iPhone, but on Android, I always press 40%. 40% has never failed me. So whenever I do this, I save the picture off my phone and I email it to myself. And from there, that's why I start the process of uploading the image to my team. And then you have the feature of using Adobe on Team Builder on the actual website. That's when you can stretch out the image and make it, you know, appear larger, especially for your main logo. All right, so now let's take a look at these teams, man. Starting off with the Boston Celtics. So one of the things I wanted to do with the Boston Celtics was try to keep their originality with the jerseys. That's what I tried to do with all of these teams, but the Boston Celtics have kind of a basic uniform, so that's kind of what you see. Nothing crazy with the Boston Celtics uniforms, not at least until we start getting into the, you know, the alternatives. So this is gonna be like a lookbook style video. I just let you guys look at it, but I'll explain, you know, some of the things that I did here with the jerseys. one of the things that I did in regards to the alternative jerseys was I tried to make, especially here with the gray uniform. So with the gray uniform, the Boston Celtics have like this white kind of faded lines going down the jersey, the shirt and the pants and the shorts. So I kind of it was a little too much to do this on the jerseys and the pants, so I just decided to put it on the jerseys. One of my favorite uniforms here is the blackout uniform. I put a chrome Celtic logo on the chest to kind of pop out. I really like how it showed up. Now, speaking on the stadium, I wanted to kind of keep it old school. When I think Boston Celtics, I kind of think like back in the day. I wanted to kind of make the stadium look kind of like that with the old school, pretty good sized logo in the middle of the field. Cat the end zones with the, the basic white lines going down. Nothing too crazy. Now, moving on to the next team, the Golden State Warriors. So, the Golden State Warriors, man, jerseys are pretty unique. I didn't want to put the logo on the jersey. I felt like it looked pretty tacky, so I just tried to replicate the basketball jersey as best as I could in a football jersey form. So right here, the home jerseys, I got the away jerseys coming up. But one of my favorite jerseys that you'll see here, my favorite jersey for the Golden State Warriors is the classic jerseys here. I like the stripes. I wanted the yellow to kind of have like a little bit of a burnt, kind of old school, almost beige color to represent the throwback uniforms they, brought back in that year. But I really like this right here. Now, when I see this jersey, I like the stripes on the jerseys, but the uniform that I wanted to make here, it has like a thunderbolt going down the side. So I decided to put the thunderbolt on the helmet, and I really like the way it showed. Now with the stadium for Golden State, man, is one of the things I'm proud of the most. I really love the end zone. So what I did here, I took the Golden Gate Bridge and I was able to find a cartoon, kind of picture version of the Golden State Bridge. And I went to PixArt with it, changed the color of it to match the color of the Golden State Warriors. And then I used the text to write the Bay in between it. And you probably can't see that, but it is on all most of the jerseys on the sleeves as well. And I took that and I put that on the end zone first, and then I took the Warriors text and layered it over it. So that's what gives the image here that you see on the end zone. I really like how they turned out a lot. This is UCLA Stadium. I'll tell you guys a couple of stadiums at the end of this video that you can use to kind of make your team builder teams feel like home. Stadiums that don't have too many of their logos there, so it makes it feel like the team builder stadium is theirs, like it's your stadium. Now, moving on to the Chicago Bulls, man. So I'm a huge Michael Jordan fan, so I ain't gonna lie, I was a little biased when I made these jerseys, but it was easy to come up, to get creative with this uniform. And really, I just wanted to keep it classic, man. That's the thing with the home jerseys, but with the away jerseys, this was my first time, actually trying a gradient helmet. It's kind of hard to tell, but I went with a dark red at the bottom of the helmet and a nice vibrant red to kind of cap off the top of the helmet. It's one of my first times ever trying it. I plan on doing it again. I really like the way it turned out. With the St. Patty's Day alternatives, I went with the Notre Dame gold to give it that shine to go with the green, which when you think St. Patty's Day, you typically think leprechauns and stuff. So I really like the way this jersey turned out. This probably be my second favorite uniform of all the Chicago Bulls jerseys I made. But one of my favorite is the blackout. What I wound up doing with the blackout uniforms was I took bull horns from Google and I cropped out the horn to where it was just only one single horn. And with that, that's when I put a gradient on the horn. I used kind of like a dark red, light red gradient color to put on the horn, and I edited it and used the background remover to give it a crisp look and uploaded it like I said at the beginning. So that's what I used, and I made it chrome to put on the helmets. Pretty good little detail to add to the blackout uniforms. But these are my favorite uniforms. Now, with the stadium, I wanted to do something different with Chicago Stadium, man. I wanted to put like a little camo. I really wanted to put the skyline of the city of Chicago and kind of mimic what I did with the Warriors end zone. But I ran out of pictures, man. I really hope they give you more files to upload to work with on Team Builder on the next year's game. But I just went with the camo end zone, put Chicago on one side, put Bulls on the other. I still like the way it turned out, but I really like the way the stadium blends in. This stadium turned out looking really well. The original team's logo is not all over the place here. I believe this is Purdue Stadium. So, this stadium turned out looking well. All right, so let's talk about stadium. So Tennessee for the guys, for those of you who want a bigger stadium to make your team builder team feel like, more at home at a bigger venue, Tennessee is a good one. Cincinnati, Purdue, UMass, UCLA, and UNLV for those of you who want to play in a dome. Now, UCLA, I would recommend making a blue team just to make sure. But the rest of the stadiums I listed, those are ones that I know for sure doesn't have their team logos written all over the stadium to give you that home environment whenever you make your team for that stadium. So I wanted to share that for you guys who made it to the end of the video, man. Now, I don't usually make team builder teams by request, but for those of you who subscribed and hit that like button and made it all the way to this part of the video, y'all hold a special place in my heart, man. So comment down below what NBA team that you want to see me make next, and I'll post those teams in the next video, and I'll give you a shout out for recommending that team. So with that being said, I appreciate y'all for liking the video. I appreciate y'all for watching. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.